What's going on YouTube? It is your girl Lauren Finesse and we are back. And y'all already see the title of the video, so you already know why we're here. What's going on YouTube? It is your girl Lauren Finesse and we are back. Hope you guys are loving the consistency. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. If you are returning for the 10th, 20th, 30th time, thank you so much and welcome back. I welcome you with open arms. All right, y'all already see the title of the video, right? We've made it to that point in our journey. We have made it to the point in our weight loss Zepbound journey that we can start answering questions, okay? We're kind of professionals at this point. Like, we know what's going on at this point, right? We can talk about it knowledgeably and know what we're talking about because we've been through it. Before we get started, I just want to say the reason why I wanted to make this video is because you guys have been amazing in the comments. I mean, I love the interactions. I love when you guys leave me comments. Please go ahead and leave a comment to this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel as well. But I love the interactions. I love the engagement. Let me just get some house cleaning items out of the way, and then we will jump into our questions, our tips, our tricks, and everything in between. Okay, let's get it. All right, you guys. So what you may or may not know is I have been on this journey for 10 months. I cannot believe it has been 10 whole months of me being on this medicine. And I have seen it all, the highs, the lows, everything in between. And so I'm going to kind of share some of my experiences through the questions and kind of tie everything together. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Also, I am going to be using names. Okay, so I hope this is okay. I didn't get anyone's permission, but you guys left a public comment and I do want to share it. And I do appreciate you all. So this is like not negative, but we will get there because some of y'all be trying it, and I'm not even mad because I know me. I leave spicy comments online as well, so I have a thicker skin to it. But some of y'all really be trying it, and we're gonna get there. We are not gonna start there. We'll get there. We're gonna start in a positive place. So our first comment comes from Regina Sanchez C2C. Let me tell you something. Shout out to you, Regina. You left a lot of comments on a lot of videos, so I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the engagement. Please continue to come back. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you very much. The first question is, does it make you tired all day? And this is, of course, about the Zepbound. Okay, so does it make you tired all day? Yes and no. Okay, and the reason why I say yes and no is, and again, this is just my experience, okay? Everyone is different. Everyone is unique. Please consult your doctor before starting the medicine, okay? Because I know the girls be buying the weight loss shots from their friends and them the same way they was doing the ass shots. That's a different thing, though. But everybody is different, so my experiences may not be your experiences, okay? Just a little disclaimer. Almost forgot the disclaimer. I'll get some more crazy comments. But does it make you tired all day? So when I first take the shot, so whatever the day one of me taking the shot, I'm usually okay. I'm usually okay on day one. Day 2 and 3 and sometimes 4, baby, I'm super tired. I am dog tired. And this is why it is important to have a schedule that makes sense with your schedule, right? Make sure you have a shot schedule that matches your work schedule, your personal schedule, you know, whatever your lifestyle is. Make sure that your shot schedule is in alignment with your life schedule, okay? So for me, when I first started taking the shot, I was taking the shot on Sundays, right? Sundays or Mondays. And that's really because during the week, I am go with work and everything in the gym. And so I found it better to do it during the week when I had to force myself to be active. If I were to start it on a Thursday or a Friday, I didn't want to be in the bed all weekend. You know what I mean? So I wanted it to be during a time when I had to be busy. I had to be moving around. So that's why I initially started on Sundays and Mondays being my shot day. That's what made sense for my lifestyle. Now, More recently, since I am weaning myself off the medicine and I wanted to shock myself into more weight loss as I come to the end, I have started taking the shot on Friday. Now, this past Friday, I took the shot. I was fine Friday, I was fine Saturday and Sunday, Monday. I think for whatever reason this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I was a dog. No, I'm sorry. Tuesday and Wednesday, not Thursday. Today is Thursday. Tuesday and Wednesday, I was dog tired. Y'all, yesterday I was in a meeting, a long meeting. I mean, this meeting was like 2.5 hours. And about an hour into the meeting, I was falling asleep at my desk. I was at the office and I had my headset on and I was like sitting back in my chair, knocked out. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it had just hit me. And then also Tuesday, I went to sleep early because I was just super, super tired. I went to the gym and I don't know, I was just really tired. So does it make you tired? Yes. The way to combat that I would suggest is, again, make sure that your shot schedule is in alignment and makes sense with your lifestyle schedule. Okay, so be cognizant of that. All right. Regina Sanchez C2C also, she asked, does anyone have any advice because I'm always so tired? And my advice to that question is the same as what I just said. Make sure that your shot schedule is in alignment with your lifestyle schedule. The medicine is going to make you tired. Like 9 times out of 10, everybody that I know, it's usually like a couple days after shot day or shot day and a couple days after, you're tired. So again, just make sure that your schedule aligns. Shout out to you, Regina. You got some good questions. All right. This is actually a newer comment, and I always see this person commenting, Nerd Incubator. Shout out to you, Nerd Incubator. Thank you so much for watching and leaving comments. So Nerd Incubator, I believe is a woman. She says, hi, doll. I'm curious as to why you believe you have to get off the meds. You might want to maintain your weight with it and or wean off rather than quit cold turkey. So I did respond to this comment. So basically, I'm definitely not going cold turkey. I am weaning myself off of the medicine. Now, it is suggested that once you hit your goal, your doctor will prescribe you lower dosages until you are back at 0 to kind of wean you off of the medicine. And I recommend everyone doing that. I recommend that. But again, everyone's body and reaction to the medicine is different. For me, okay, for me. If you guys don't remember, maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you haven't seen my video from 5 months ago about me having to go through Omada. So at the end of 2024, I had 3 months worth of this medicine stuck at the CVS. My doctor had already prescribed it. It was there and ready for me to pick up. But then the whatever happened at the top of the year with like new legislation, Trump coming into office and like higher regulations on this medicine, I was not able to get the medicine. And so my prescriptions were stuck at CVS. They would not release them to me. And it was a circle of with my doctor and Express Scripts and CVS. It was just like a cycle. And they were like, okay, my doctor's like, well, you have to go through Express Scripts. You also have to sign up for Omada. They're not going to release the medicine no matter how many times I sign off on it until you register for Omada. When that happened back in January, I abruptly was taken off the medicine because I took my last shot thinking, oh, I have 3 months subscription just sitting at CVS. I could take my last shot and be good. No. I tried to get the medicine released and it took like 5 weeks for me to get back on the medicine. So 5 weeks I was off the shot. I was able to maintain my weight, but I did kind of teeter and go up and down. What that showed me and what that taught me in my mind was, girl, you can't be on this medicine forever. At some point, you're going to have to come off of this medicine. And at some point, you have to be mentally prepared to do this on your own, right? This medicine is not forever. We are not meant to be on this medicine forever. this is a boost. This is a head start. This is a kickstart, just to kind of get you into the mind frame and get your body in a rhythm of a better diet, of, you know, getting sleep, getting exercise, making sure you hydrate, getting your fiber, getting your protein, and just really making better lifestyle choices. And so those 5 weeks, it took a lot out of me to like train myself. Lauren, you can't slow up in the gym. Lauren, you can't start eating cookies every day. You can't start. And so I battled with myself. That was a tough 5 weeks. But what I told myself was, when I get this medicine again and it's time for me to come off, I'm going to be ready. Because now I know what to expect. I felt the effects in my body. I felt, you know what I mean? Like I kind of knew what to expect. So this comment came because in my last video, I was saying how I'm coming up on the end. Like, this is the end. I have a month left of the shot and I am weaning myself off of it. How I'm weaning myself off of it is, instead of me taking a shot every week, I'm actually taking the shot every 2 weeks. And I'm thinking for the last 2 shots, I have 3 shots left. I'm thinking for the last 2 though, I might space those out 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, just to give myself time for my body to kind of react and adjust to the medicine. That's what I'm planning to do. I think that I am mentally ready. I am physically ready because I have definitely hit my goal. And now I am working to come under my goal just in case I gain a few pounds once I come off. So I do not recommend you going cold turkey. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you to do that. But what's going to work best for me is, I've been there before and I've seen what happens when the medicine is stopped. And I'm just mentally prepared to kind of make the adjustment now. So thank you so much, Nerd Incubator Girl. I'm not doing cold turkey. I do have a plan. I'm not necessarily doing it the way maybe it's the best practice, but I am doing it with the best practice for me. And I recommend anybody out there, do what works for your body. Okay, this is a medicine we can't stay on it forever. So do what works for you. Okay, but shout out to you, girl. Thank you. All right, our next question, which one should we do? All right, y'all. So the next comment is coming from Tabitha Whitaker 5378, and this is really just a comment. Now, she left this comment around the time where I was in one of my videos talking about the shortages, right? I had a CVS that I was getting my medicine from, and a few times they didn't have the Zepbound dosage that I needed. So I was able to, from the CVS app, just put in a different zip code to find a CVS that had it. Didn't have any trouble. I had to move it to a different CVS, I think 2 or 3 times. So I made a video and I was talking about how this is a possibility. Make sure if you run into a shortage, just put a different zip code in the app or look it up in a different location to find the dosage that you need. So anyway, Tabitha says, make sure you are reporting these shortages on the FDA website. They're trying to say there is no shortage and this medication should be available in your area and you shouldn't have to search for it. Eli Lilly needs to be held accountable for taking this drug off the shortage list when it is in fact hard to even find. So that is a really good comment. She was basically saying, like, make sure you report it. And for all of my girlies and my gentlemen who are going onto this shot, if you run into shortages, the first thing you need to do is find another location, okay? Before we get on the website and we start telling on people, not telling on people, we're not snitching, whatever, we want the medicine. But before you get on the website and helping everybody else out, help yourself first, okay? It's like an airplane. Don your mask first, okay? You can't help anybody unless you're breathing. Put in a different zip code and find it in your area. You are able to switch the medicine to different stores, okay? I've done it. So if it's not in your local CVS, put in a different zip code and look in a different location. It will be available. Will you have to drive further? Probably so. But it's the medicine. You're going to do what you got to do to make sure that you don't miss out on your medicine. Also, Eli Lilly is the manufacturer, right? That's the pharmaceutical company who makes Zepbound. If you are just starting out on your Zepbound journey, you can also go to the Eli Lilly website and get the manufacturer's coupon. Now, I don't know if they're still doing that because now they've like changed some of the regulations, and I think it's cheaper, and if you go through Express Scripts and all of that. But when I first started, this girl that I know that was on the medicine, she told me to go onto Eli Lilly's website and download the manufacturing coupon. I'll say this, the medicine by itself was, I think, like $1,500. After my insurance, something like, it was like $1,200. After my insurance, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield, it came down to $100. With the Eli Lilly manufacturing coupon, it went from $100 that I had to pay out of pocket to $25. It literally took $75 off, or 75% off, right? Of the price of the medicine. So a little tip trick, don't be afraid. Get on the website, report a shortage, and then get your manufacturer's coupon so that you can get a discount and a deal. Shout out to you, Tabitha. Okay, let's go to this one. Shout out to Sheila Bell 2316. Sheila Bell 2316 says, so proud of you. I started last week, but what are you eating? This is the biggest thing. And this part here, diet, really is going to be a case by case basis. And the reason why I say that, the things that I crave are, I think, unique to me. So I can't tell you I can tell you what you should eat, but she asked what was I eating. So when I first started the medicine, my appetites for like fat cakes and red meat, things like that were done. I really did not have any cravings for things like that. I wanted to eat carrots. Y'all, I have fell in love with carrots. I've always liked carrots, but I've never been the girl to just be eating carrots out the bag, okay? Never. I'll get, you get like a little platter when you go to the baby shower, the wherever, right? The work potluck, and they have like the broccoli, celery, and carrots, or you get the carrots with your buffalo wings, right? That was the extent of like my love for carrots. But when I started this medicine, y'all, carrots, baby organic carrots that I was buying from Target. Shout out to Target. I see they trying to get their act together. That's another story. But Target, that's what y'all get for playing in people's face. But I see that they talking about they finna like fire a bunch of people and hire new leadership and get some more programs, because they tried to cut DEI and they got cut out. They got cut out the profits. Okay, y'all cut DEI and got cut out the profits. But anyway, I was eating the organic baby carrots out of Target and bitchin' sauce out of Target. Y'all, that was my meal for like days and days at a time. That's all I wanted to eat. The spinach and artichoke bitchin' sauce, the chipotle bitchin' sauce, and the original bitchin' sauce. Fire. My favorite. Hands down. That with carrots was keeping me going. And the bitchin' sauce, if you guys don't know, is actually made out of almonds, right? The dip is actually made out of almonds. So that's healthy. And then with carrots, I was losing weight quick. And that's all really I wanted to eat. As I've gone like further in my journey, I have been able to start eating some of the things that I used to like. But I think the biggest thing that I just really don't have a taste for, it has to be an occasion or I have to be really, really hungry, is red meat. Y'all, I love me some lamb chops and steak. And now I'll get the steak, but like if I'm out to eat, I'll probably opt in for the salmon. Like 9 times out of 10, I'll get the salmon instead. I'll get some type of fish instead of the red meat. I just don't have the taste for it. I don't know when the last time I made lamb chops, and before the medicine, I was making lamb chops probably twice a month, honestly. Now later on, since I've been on the medicine 10 months, my newest craving is broccolini. Oh, y'all, I could eat broccolini every day, all day. I actually have 2 in my refrigerator right now. I'm gonna make one tomorrow. broccolini with some teriyaki sauce. And I make mine, I still like my broccolini like crunchy. So I kind of saute it in a skillet with a little bit of teriyaki sauce. Chef's kiss. That, carrots, and the bitchin' sauce will get me through any day. Now, what you should eat, right, and what you have to make sure that you are paying attention to is your intake to protein, your hydration. You need to make sure you get your hydration together, okay? Again, whenever I say the word hydration, I gotta drink. I got this tumbler from Dollar Tree for $5. Great investment. Think about going back and give me another one for $5 because this is the one and not the two. And it's 40 ounces, y'all. I love that it's 40 ounces. But yeah, that's what you should be eating. You have to make sure you're maintaining a really good level of protein, good carbs, you know, less sugars, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. Basically all of the things that you should be eating as a part of a healthy, balanced diet anyway. On this medicine, it changes your brain chemistry, and the things that you eat and that you are craving, it really changes the chemistry in your brain. And it shuts off the hunger connectors, and it shuts off like the sweet connectors in your brain to help you lose weight, and it works. So for me, it turned me into like a vegetable grilly, which I always liked broccoli, but I used to like steamed broccoli. Now, like, broccolini is that girl for me. That's what I like. Get y'all some broccolini, put it in a skillet, saute it up with some teriyaki sauce. Fire. I'm telling you. Trust me. All right. So that was from Sheila Bell 2316. Shout out to you, Sheila. Thank you so much for leaving a comment. All right. The next comment comes from Waited Out with Alexis. Shout out to Waited Out with Alexis. She actually does have her own channel. She's going through her own weight loss journey. So please get over there and follow Waited Out with Alexis. She left a comment. I had made a video about what type of scale I use to kind of weigh myself and which ones I found more accurate. So like it's the old school Betty is what I called her. And it is like the old school scale where you have to stand on it and you have to like push the thing. There's like one for the hundreds at the bottom and then like the smaller ones at the top, and you push this one this way, you push this one this way, you have to like balance it out. That is the best scale, hands down. It is the most accurate in my opinion. And Wait It Out with Alexis said, you're right, I agree about digital scales. I want an old school one. Thanks for sharing your journey. And thank you, Alexis, for leaving a comment. Girl, listen, the digital scales will lie to you. I'm telling you, they will lie to you. You'll get on that digital scale and it will say, and this has happened to me before. You'll get on that digital scale and that digital scale will tell you, you weigh 158. And then you get on that old school scale and that old school scale gonna be like, girl, you are 162. Okay? So sometimes the digital scale will try to protect your feelings, but baby, we want the real weight. So if you can, get you an old school scale. Maybe one at the doctor's office, because I feel like the calibration at the doctor's office probably is better too, because they use the digital ones at the doctor's office. You can trust those, I guess. I don't know. The next comment is from The Real Songstress. Shout out to you, The Real Songstress. So in one of my videos, the first time I ever did the injectable into my thigh, it bruised my thigh. I had a huge bruise on my thigh. Now, I am somebody who bruises extremely easily. So as soon as I did it, my leg instantly was like red. And the very next day, it was purple. And the day after that, it was black. And it was like that for 2 weeks, y'all. I had that bruise on my thigh for 2 weeks. No lie. Real Songstress said, inject it higher on the thigh. That suggestion helped me out. Because the next time I did it, I did a higher in the thigh and I did not have any bruising. So the injection sites also vary. Listen to your body. So the injectable sites are under your arms, in your thighs, and in your stomach. That is where you're supposed to inject it. But what I have found and what people have said and what I've also experienced is there is a different reaction depending on where you put it in your body. For me, the first time I put it in my arm, because I was just trying it, you know, you don't want to keep doing it in your stomach. You want to switch it up to, like, you know, shock your body into doing something different. The first time I did it in my arm, I was so constipated. I was like, I'll never put it in my arm again. And I think I've put it in my arm twice. I did do it after that, probably like a month or two later, because I have to switch it up, right? But it made me so constipated. And I did some reading, some research, and other people were having specific symptoms depending on where they did the injection. I did it in my thigh, I got a bruise. I did it in my arm, I was constipated. I did it too many times in my stomach, I felt bloated, right? So you just have to do what works for you and what feels comfortable for you. But I will say this, do not do the same spot every single time. Do not. Even if you need to switch legs or switch sides or switch arms, do that. But do not, like, every week put it in the same spot. I just wouldn't recommend doing that. Yeah, don't do that. So, all right. So thank you, the real songstress. That helped me a lot, right? It did. All right. You know what? Let's jump to this one. Cause this one almost pissed me off because I didn't